Alrighty, good morning. So I'm just currently 2 and a bit K into a 15K, nice and early morning run. I got up at 4:30, left at 4:45, and I'm actually running with, obviously as you know, I have no phone, I have no GPS, and so I've literally written out the route and texted it to my phone, which is going to be fun. It's going to be a good test of my navigation skills. I'm actually running to a 6:30 Hyrox group on the other side of Perth, which is 15 kilometers away. So I thought I'll take you on the journey, and I'm actually going to talk a bit about why I love community, run groups, training sessions, and why I think it's like the easiest hack ever for keeping accountable, staying in shape, but also making sure that you keep having fun with your training. So come join me on my 15K run and an hour and a half Hyrox session, all before 8 AM on a Sunday. Alrighty, nearly 15K. Alrighty, 15K in the bag. I see the group up ahead of me. So, about an hour and a half of training in. Nice easy zone 2 run. I nearly got lost, but 15K run in the bag. Now, time to double it with a Hyrox session. I have no idea how this is going to be. Here's the stats from the run, just to flip it around. So, there we go. And then, so nice and easy. My heart rate's still, I think, probably slowly creeping up with being out of training for a while. But they said to meet at City Beach North Car Park, and from the looks of it, this is the group. Here's the group. Let's smash a Hyrox session. 15K in the bag. Less than an hour and a half now. I'll see you during the training.
Alright, cool. Guys, good morning. Welcome to the event on the Hyrox Beach session.
Well, that was pretty fucked. I got up at 4:30. I ran 15K without GPS, which was fun. So what I did, I'll show you. What I did is I went on Google Maps the night before and I texted myself. It's gonna show up, hopefully. I texted myself the route, okay? So stay on 5 past Wellington Street at 5.6K, after Glide Street, after Mosman Park Street, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm hoping that the bus gets here at 8:24 and I can get into central Perth to meet Kira. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to run another 10 kilometers to get into Perth, which would be fun. I mean, I'm not adverse to doing that. My legs are a bit fucked, but that'd be fun. Anyway, the Hyrox was really, really, really good, actually. I partnered up with an absolute legend. If I haven't shown you the workout already, I'll put it up on screen now. It's essentially 200-meter run on grass, then an event partner, then 200-meter run on the sand. Oh my god, the sand saps your energy. It's mad. Then event, and it was grass run, sand run, grass run, sand run. But overall, really, really good. I think it took us just over an hour to do it all, and it was pretty my legs were tired after running an hour and a half beforehand to get here. But I was thinking a lot about, on the way here, like why I choose to not have a phone. Again, if you guys don't know this, check out my one of the last videos on why I don't own a smartphone. It's true, I don't own a smartphone. I just have this little Nokia brick, which can send texts, it can phone people, I can download MP3s and put it on there and then magically connect my Bluetooth headphones, which is like some next level Apple AI shit, right? And I can't really do much else. And so the one thing I was thinking here, I was like, I need a GPS device, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get a map. I'm just gonna follow a map, because I need to be really good at map reading for when it comes to all the ultras that I'm doing. Because I'm gonna have the GPS route on my watch, but I need the backup of being able to use a compass and orientate, essentially. So yeah, that's just a little note there. But this video is all about why I love training in groups, why I love run clubs, etc. Now, I'm going to start off very, very simple. It forces you to do it, right? Like, I knew yesterday that I had set my alarm for 4:30 today. My hour and a half, my 15k run would take me an hour and a half, and I got there with 5 minutes to spare, right? And I knew that I had to plan it out. I knew exactly what was happening on my Sunday. I signed up to it. I messaged them on Instagram on my laptop saying that I'll be there. And how many times have you woken up in the morning and gone, fuck it, can't be arsed, you know, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later, and then you get to later and you're tired, you snooze your alarm, it never happens. But when I know that I've messaged them on Instagram and I said I'm going to be there, and they've followed me back and they say, cool, I'll see you there, use guilt to your advantage. I've planned it, I put it in my calendar, I planned the route, I know exactly how I'm going to get there. It makes it so much easier to do hard things. So it's pretty obvious. It's like when you put it in your calendar and there's a set time and you let people know that you're going to be there, you're using guilt as an advantage, right? And guilt is a good emotion. In my opinion, guilt is something where you said you were going to do something but you didn't do it, right? And that's good, because you should do the things that you said you were going to do, right? And so yeah, that's the number one, well, that's the first reason as to why I love run clubs, I love training in groups. It's leveraging that social engineering of a human being of like, no, I want to fit in, I want to be in the group, I want to have that. And so boshing it in the calendar, saying I'm going to be there, means that I get up at 4:30 on a Sunday and run 15, nearly a half marathon to get there. So yeah, that's reason number one. And when I get into Perth, I'll talk about reason number two, which I think is going to be the fact that it pushes you. Obviously, when you're training in a group, when you're training other people, you're going to get pushed. I'll talk about that when I get to Perth. Alrighty. So we just arrived at the library, which is actually lovely. Just waiting for Kira to get here now. Funny how, 9 AM, 15k in the bag, pretty much a Hyrox session, and then got the bus here, and it was just lovely. And I guess it's a good opportunity to talk about the second thing. I was just looking back at the footage actually of the session, and I realised that like 10 minutes into the session, the bloody camera gets knocked over. But for me, the power of these groups like the Hyroxes, the run clubs, is on those days that you don't want to feel like it, you still do it, right? And especially things like Hyrox, which are hard, when you're doing it in a group, like a group setting, it makes it so much easier. Like today, for example, I had an hour and a half of running in the legs. Yesterday I did, I think it was 10k in the legs, and just partnering up with, I can't remember his name, I think it was Johnny, made it so much easier to do. You're good? Morning. Made it so much easier to do and get done. And honestly, beforehand I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna grab a coffee from the cafe and just chill. But then rocking up, doing the warm-up, going through everything, it makes it so much easier when you're with other people. And so already these two big things, I'd say, are the biggest hacks for anyone who finds it hard to train alone, which is put it in the calendar, message the person, and it doesn't have to be a run club, it might be training with a friend, you know? But for me, it's messaging the run club saying, yep, I'll be there, see you tomorrow at 6:30 a.m, rocking up, being there, and then meeting new people, which will be the next point. But being in a group, partnering up with a savage, you know, it really pushes you. And I would not work that hard on my own. Like, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, I run a gym, and I would not work that hard on my own. But when I'm with other people, I can't let them down, you know? And we all have these insecurities and this guilt and all this kind of stuff. Use it for your advantage, you know? It's like, cool, I don't want to look weak in front of someone else. Okay, perfect. So now it's like, I'm going to partner up with an absolute savage and we're going to get it done, you know? We're going to work hard. And it was a really good, it was a hard workout today. But when I looked at that bloody whiteboard, oh my God, I was not up to it. My Achilles is feeling a little weird after 25k in 2 days. But you know what? I get there, I get started, and all of a sudden the competitive spirit kicks in. I'm with someone else and we get it done, and it's just perfect. So that's my next point from this, which is, again, number one. So just to recap so far, number one is you're forced to go, right? Because you've said you're gonna go, so you're gonna leverage guilt. Again, let's leverage insecurity and guilt, which is now you're in a group of people. You can't now quit. You know, you can't quit halfway. You're gonna push yourself more than you would on your own, and you're gonna have a great workout, no matter what. And that can be at a run club, it can be at a Hyrox group like that one, it can just be training with a friend, it could be with a personal trainer, it could be in a group class at Cali Unity, right? But leverage other people to mean that you can get out of your head and you can work harder than you would have on your own. Alright guys, so on to the next point. Alrighty, I'm actually just out walking with Kiwi.
Hi.
Kiwi, there you are.
Hello.
Walking to get some food, and I thought I'd ask her as well why she loves run clubs, why she loves training other people, why we even made the gym in terms of Cali Unity, why it's so important to have accountability, all that stuff. So just let you in. The first reason I gave was it forces you to actually go, right? So
Yeah,
for example,
sure.
this morning, I knew I'd set my alarm for 4:30 and get there, right?
Yeah.
Because I just had to go, you know, like
Yeah.
there's so many times that you'll get up late and you'll do something else, right? The second reason is you'll work so much harder,
100%.
right? So when you're in a group, or you know, with the Cali classes that we run, Cali, if you don't know, is Cali Unity is the gym that we both run, and this is the main reason why we set it up, just having the community, having the accountability.
Yeah.
Have you got a third reason as to why run clubs, accountability, community? I was going to say about the people you meet and about how important environment is.
That's 100% true, yeah. I mean, like, just even looking at the last month, we've just spent the last month in Bali, and we signed up to Nirvana, which is probably like one of the world's like leading movement gyms. And at first, the first day we walked in and we didn't know anyone, but then after the first class that we did, or that I did, the first week that we did, the first month that we did, I've actually walked away with so many great people and people that are actually really good friends now, just after a month of going to classes, working out together, having shared experiences together. There's so many people that I did a handstand class with, and you walk in not knowing anyone, you walk out with people that you've just held them upside down, and vice versa.
100%.
And suddenly there's this level of like trust in someone, because you literally just held them upside down. And it's the same thing at Cali. It's like exactly the same thing. Like, we create that experience for other people, but having literally just gone through that same experience myself from scratch, having known no one to knowing quite a few people now that are really good friends, and we're gonna see them again at some point soon, etc. Like that is my top reason for doing things together and doing things in classes and as a community, because it brings people together, you create so many connections and friends.
Would you say you work harder as well when you're in a group?
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And would you say it gets you out of bed and stuff as well?
Oh
This
yeah,
kind of stuff?
100%.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean,
Yeah.
just having something scheduled makes all the difference. Just knowing that, okay, I have a class, or I have, even if I'm just meeting up with a friend to do a workout, to do a class, or to do something together, I know that, or run club, for example, run club at 6 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
I know that it's in the diary, it's in the calendar, and it's a thing that I have to attend.
100%.
Because otherwise, like, my friend's gonna, or the person.
Yeah, I was saying it's.
I
it's almost like weaponizing guilt,
Yeah, exactly.
right? It's like we have these bad things, and we have these kind of like emotions that aren't good, like insecurity, etc., etc. But it's like, let's use that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
use the
exactly.
insecurity. Let's use all this kind of thing to help us.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Okay, so that's overall that. Q, what would you while you're here, let's get you back. Let's get you back. Let's put you here. What would you say to someone who is maybe a bit like on the fence of joining a run club, who is apprehensive about joining a gym like Cali? What would you kind of say to them? And this, yeah, any kind of advice and tip,
Firstly,
just to
like-
kind of finish off the video.
Like, you need to understand what you're apprehensive about. Is it the exercise? Is it the people? Is it the walking into the room and maybe not knowing anyone? Is it like, am I gonna feel good enough? All these kind of things. Like, what is it that you're apprehensive about?
Okay.
And then you can tackle that. There's no point just feeling that way and then becoming, I guess, overwhelmed by like, oh my god, I don't know why I feel this way. Like, understand the feeling and then roll with that.
Okay.
There's so many times where like I've been nervous to join a run club, to turn up, to join a gym somewhere else other than Cali,
Yeah.
and to try something new and again walk into a room full of people that lots of them know each other already, and I feel like I'm just the odd one out. But
Yeah,
actually,
100%.
if I know that's the exact reason, I just almost kind of tackle it head on, and I just talk to someone in the class, or I just talk to the coach or whoever it is, and I just
And that usually really helps.
100%.
Cool. Alright.
So I think
Perfect.
it's just understanding what the problem is, like what you're nervous
And then you
about,
can
what
address
you're
it.
up and addressing it. But
Yeah, 100%.
But like, you won't regret it. Like there isn't such thing as a bad workout or like a bad experience. It's just, you can just learn from it. So yeah, woo.
Bam. Cool. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. So today was a 15k run into a full Hyrox session. 2 reasons as to why I love training other people, and then a special feature by the Kiwi on why she loves it, and then just a quick little motivational talk at the end there, which I didn't even realize was coming, about identifying what's actually wrong and then going from there. So as always, guys, if you liked the video, please make sure to hit like below. That means I know which ones you enjoy, which ones I should make more of. Any questions, any comments, leave it in the comment section below. And if you want to see more features from Kiwi, you want to see more training for the 122-mile ultra marathon coming up, or any of the Ironman stuff or anything, make sure to hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.